Remember when I said go buy some old comics because they're better than most of the stuff on the rack? Now? Well, that doesn't always hold true. uh, this is Daredevil 280. It's part of that Nascenti run that I don't. I have kind of the first, the Typhoid Mary stuff, the early part of the run, but I don't have the whole stuff where he's dealing with Mephisto or however you say that name, his name, where he's dealing with all the devils and demons and all that stuff. That's what this is, and if you don't have the issues before this, just is this your first ever issue of Daredevil? You would be so lost. Like a lot of old comics, they kind of update you in the first couple pages, or first 2-3 pages. They give you some sort of like an update as to what's going on, where you're at, who the character is, so you kind of can get a general idea. This book chooses not to do that, and it is a total confusing mess. This is that Romita style that I kind of like and also kind of hate at the same time. I think a lot of it looks cool and also kind of like crap at the same time. It's a very weird style. This is his style on a lot of the Daredevil stuff from this era, this Nascenti run Daredevil. It's not bad, but it kind of gets a little tiresome to look at. I think maybe some of the best stuff he ever did was, I think right after the Daredevil run, he went to Iron Man, and I think the Iron Man stuff might be my favorite. But it's just lots of stuff like this. This thing is so confusing. So you have Daredevil stuck in the snow. He doesn't know if he's alive or dead. He doesn't know if he's in heaven or hell or on Earth. There's lots of religious symbolism. There's lots of religious allegory. I don't know. It jumps back and forth between Daredevil, this chick you don't really know, who's like an angel, sort of, and these little demons, I guess, wearing like Anthrax shirts and heavy metal, and I think one of them has a Motley Crue shirt on. Very of the time. And then Karnak and it says on here, and I'm such an idiot. What is his name? The hoof guy. I can't think of what it is offhand right now. Anyway, and they're also in heaven or hell or limbo or earth, and they don't know and they can't figure it out. And they fight amongst themselves. And again, there's all this kind of different stuff where they, bombs. I mean, like, that looks good, but... And then these other characters, Brandy and Pope, who I vaguely remember the Brandy character. Yeah, I thought I had read a lot more of her run than I actually had. And they're climbing, and again, they're in heaven, or they're in hell, or they're in purgatory, or they're in limbo, or they're on Earth, and they just don't know. And there's these little demon things, and they're just climbing these walls. And then we go back to Daredevil, and then we go back to the chick, and then we go back to Karnak, and what is his name? I cannot think of it for anything. Anyway, and then this woman shows up, and maybe she's I don't know. There's some good stuff. Like, I like the way she's drawn. But it's just so goofy. And it just jumps back and forth, and they find this angel. There's a snake. The whole thing about snakes and the bow, and evil, and it saves the kid. And he finds a phone booth early on, but then he finds this phone booth later that's actually a confessional out in the middle. It's all like, well, it's not of Earth. He keeps thinking he's on Earth. It's just... If you haven't been reading this book, I do like that. I think that looks really awesome. But then again, it's like, I don't know. I think that looks really awesome. But, it's like, holy moly, man. If you are not up to date on the issue, when you pick this thing up, it's a cool cover. You are going to be lost. I had no idea what was going on. I no idea. So maybe don't go out buy comics secondhand. Buyer beware, right? I don't know. But wow. Yeah, I don't know. Here's a shot of the comics they had back in the day. Not very many, I'll tell you that. But yeah, it's some okay art. Fabio, I mean, he makes an appearance, so that's always good. You know, we'll see what the next issue, next comic I bought at the Half Price Books brings. But boy, it's first one was good and had no Daredevil in costume. This one has Daredevil in costume and a bunch of characters I don't care about or know about or whatever. Okay, I guess I'll call that quits. Whew. Yeah, this was not $1.50 and not $1. Paid more for that and a little disappointed, but if I had the issues beforehand, I might know what's going on. I might not be too sad about it. Like I said, I really thought I had a little more knowledge of the Nascenti run, but I do not. And was thoroughly confused by this comic. How long did it take him to draw this? 15 minutes? Both pages? I don't know. Anyway, that's it for now. Thanks, bye.